So a couple years ago, I remember reading an article where people have to choose into what to save, an animal or a kid. So when I was reading the answers of people, most of the answers were like, of course, we're gonna go for the animal. And there's nothing wrong. And I believe in freedom because this is a question for people and they have the right to choose whatever they want, wherever they see have the right to live. And it's, in my opinion, it's really important to give the people the freedom to choose whoever they want to save. But for me personally, at that time when I was reading the answers, I remember most of the answers were like, of course, we're gonna save the animal. Of course, we're gonna go for the animal. And at that time, I remember, reading the answers and trying as much as I can to find an answer where people would say, I would try to save both, or maybe I would go for the kid. For me, if I have to answer that, I would say I would save the kid. Of course, I would want to save both because I see worth in both of them, but in the same time, for me, in a way of thinking, when I see the kid, I see myself. I see myself as a human. And for me, if I were in a situation where I had to be saved, I would be able to choose me if they have the chance to either to save the animal or save me. I would love as much as I can for people to choose me because I want to live. Like, I want to live and I want to continue and try as much as I can to achieve my dreams and my goals and my ideas and my message in life. So to see that kind of idea to save the animal and not, for me, as I said, I don't like to say that my answer is right and people have to choose both of them or people have to choose the baby. But in the same time, it make me think, and I say it in a philosophical way. I'm not saying it that have to be 100% the truth, but it's like, when I was reading the article, one of the questions that's come to my mind is like, people don't see themselves in the kid. Actually, they see themselves in the animal. And at the same time, for me to live in a society with people who have kids, and it made me think, what if that was my kid? I would 100% want people to choose the kid. And at the same time, as I said, for me, when it's come to answering and imagining things and what I'm gonna do, I always put the idea of what values for me the most: my soul, my body, myself. And for me, actually, I believe that I cannot love anyone if I don't love myself. So that's why in those kind of situation, I always put myself first, like, not in a selfish way, but in a true way. Like, if I had to choose between the animal and the kid, I would choose the kid, but I would much as I can to save both because I see the animal as worth it as much as worth the kid. And I don't love the idea to prefer one another. Like, I would prefer the kids over the animal. But to be honest, I'm not a big animal person. I don't know much about animals. But at the same time, as I said, if I was in danger and there was an animal in danger, I would hope people would choose me. So that's how I see the situation, and that's how I answer my answers. It's like, in the way, not in the right answer. It's not I'm saying that this is the right answer, this is what people should do or what they should answer, but at the same time, I think it's the way that we see ourselves. If you see yourself as an animal and at that kind of soul, or as a kid. So I don't know. I'm confused. I remember when I read the article and the answers, I was hoping that people would think about choosing both, but at the same time, people was like, definitely. I think even some of the answers, as I remember, as a person who study emotions and feelings and traumas and those kind of things, I think, if I can remember correctly, there was a lot of people answering based on their life choices and life experience. Like, of course, I would choose the animal because the animal was there for me. Like, but at the same time, you feel like the kid is not your family. The kid is not the people who give you trauma. But at the same time, I can understand how people think. And at the same time, as I said, I don't like to say that this is the right answer, to choose the baby or choose the animal. But at the same time, you can understand people based on their answers. You can more understand and respect, and in the same time understand the human mind, how they value things, how their answers could change based on their experience in life and traumas and those kind of things. So what's your opinion? If there was a situation that you have to choose to save the baby or the animal, which one are you gonna save?